Anaheim fan is definitely going to be cheering for the #1, Chad Reed, and so will a lot of the large crowd here tonight at Angel Stadium. Getting ready for the main event from Anaheim, the birthplace of Supercross, when we come back. Welcome back to Angel Stadium. Getting ready for the main event time. This is where everybody's been working their way through the heat races and last chance qualifiers, trying to get one of the spots in the 20-rider, 20-lap main event. Here's our MMI race reset. Chad Reed, James Stewart have both won heat races here tonight. Robert Canary took the last chance qualifier. Those three riders are in the main, Aaron.
Monster Energy Kawasaki rider Tim Ferry has been struggling with suspension setup for the last couple of weeks, but he thinks that he's got it dialed in at this point after spending this entire week out of the Cowie test track, putting as much time as possible. Even though he got 9th overall today in practice, he said he is feeling absolutely ready for tonight's race. He is a veteran, but he's still trying to shake off those early season nerves.
Well, and you have to keep working at it week in, week out. You know, and Ferry, he's a veteran. Let's take a look at the track map here. It's going to be all about this area right here. The first turn, getting through the split clean. I think the track, as the night goes on, it's going to be difficult. The rider's going to have to try not to make a mistake, but it's a little bit one line, so it's all about the start. This is what it's going to come down to. Like I said, it is a must-win tonight for Chad Reed. He has to beat James Stewart to gain the momentum.
Here's our Monster Energy starting grid. Scrolling across the top of the screen, there's James Stewart. Here we go. And it's going to be Michael Lessie getting the whole shot. On the number 800, he's got Kevin Windham right behind him. On the number 14 Honda, Josh Grant sits in third. Ryan Villapoto got a great start on his number 2 Kawasaki. He sits in fourth. Chad Reed, however, who said he was going to claim the points lead here tonight, went down. He's going to have a long way to go.
Chad Reed setting about, James Stewart setting about 7th or 8th.
Watching as Windham takes the lead as we come to the finish line jump. Reed went down. He's going to be fighting his way back through the pack, but Windham, who came into the season as a title contender, the veteran out front. Let's see what happened to Reed.
Watch Chad Reed. He's right here. He slides sideways just a little bit, and the Canary clips him and takes him down from behind.
Canary on the 52, the last chance qualifying race winner.
See, everybody stacks up there on the outside. And it's such a slow first turn area. The riders are really banging bars there. But finally, Kevin Windham, one of the fan favorites, is out front with Josh Grant. Local boy setting second.
And James Stewart is back in about 6th position. So the Geico Power Sports Honda of Kevin Windham out front. The Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota number 33 Yamaha Grant sits in second. Both of those not factory back teams, factory supported, that's a different deal. And then the first factory team comes at number 2 Kawasaki. In third, the green bike of Ryan Villapoto, having his best main event so far this year. There's Tedesco, here's Stewart.
And this is the type of start that Ryan Villapoto has needed. And he's got a little cushion here with one of the favorites, the fastest rider on the planet, James Stewart.
Stewart
setting back in 5th.
Injured his left arm in practice earlier today. Didn't really slow him down too much. He sits comfortably in 5th, closing in on Tedesco, who had trouble in his heat race earlier tonight.
And you can see as these two riders funnel through the first turn area and beyond, look how they just have to follow each other through the section. Now we get to the whoops. This is where you have the opportunity to pass. If Stewart can round this turn, picks up the front wheel as he gets to the inside. Yes!
Oh, he's got the move. He's got the position. That gives him 4th.
And that's what I was talking about earlier tonight, is how you have to be patient through these sections, and then you really have to explode when it's time to make the pass. You cannot follow. And James Stewart has done just that. He's picking his way through.
A lot of people thought Stewart was maybe going to use the record book as motivation this year. I asked him, have you set goals for yourself this year? He said, yeah, but I'm not going to tell you. I pushed him on it a little bit, and he said, well, okay, I want to shoot under 60 in golf.
Yeah.
He's not going to tell anybody what his motivation is. Kevin Windham, the veteran rider, came second in the championship last year to Chad Reed. And Jeff, he has finished second more times than he'd like to remember in the championship. He said, this year, I've learned from that. I've come in focused. I'm ready. I knew there was a few spots last season where if I'd done just a little bit better, I might be a reigning champ right now.
He definitely could have, but tonight, Kevin Windham out front looking very strong. Points leader, number 33 here. Taking a look at Josh Grant. There's Villapoto in second. Just behind them is James Stewart, starting to inch closer with each passing lap.
Villapoto only has one top 5 this year, and it came right here at Anaheim 1. He finished 7th in Phoenix. And for Kevin Windham, Aaron, he hasn't finished better than 6th. He has a shot at winning here tonight.
That's right, guys. It's been a rough start for Kevin Windham so far this season, but he's been struggling with the chassis, trying to get it set up correctly. He said he's having a hard time with consistency, and he's trying harder than ever just to try to get some traction. It's a hard time feeling at home on this new machine, but tonight might be the night where he emerges.
Jeff, last time we were here in Anaheim for the curtain raiser, he finished 15th.
Yeah, but he had a chance to win that there. He was in the top 4 and then got hung up with Stewart. But tonight, the veteran showing some patience. Is that what it takes to win here tonight? Or is it the all-out aggression? What's it going to be right now? Kevin Windham looks very comfortable.
Josh Grant, what a year this young rider on that number 33 Joe Gibbs Racing Team entry has had. Winning here in A1, his first career victory. And then going on, oh boy, he almost loses it coming down off of that jump. And then, of course, finishing 3rd in Phoenix, and he's looking at another podium finish here tonight.
Well, and now we finally see the battle of the 2 rookies. It was the number 2 of Ryan Villapoto that we were talking about leading into this championship. It's been all about the number 33 of Josh Grant, so you know Villapoto doesn't want to be one up by the other rookie in the field here. So Villapoto trying to put together a good main event here.
By the way, when it comes to talking about the championship, Reed is now up to 10th. Stewart is 4th. The current points leader, Grant, sits in 2nd, and he could extend his lead here tonight if he stays right where he's at.
That would be a phenomenal feeling, but we've got 6 laps down of 20, and I have a feeling that this race is not going to finish up like they are right now. And the indicator there is that number 7 here, James Stewart, finally has closed up. He is close to Villapoto, so you know the pressure of Stewart here. They know what he can do on a motorcycle.
Jeff, it has gotten cooler here inside the stadium as we've worked our way through the night. Drop in temperature maybe at least 10, 15 degrees. Is that going to affect things here tonight?
Well, it could affect things, but I'm telling you, as this thing tightens up, it's the tight section around the start. You have to be very patient here. Now, this is the whoop section. This is where Stewart excels through the 2nd section here. The top 4 riders, you can throw a blanket over them all.
Well, and Stewart, speaking with his team manager, Larry Brooks, earlier today, Stewart on that number 7 blue Yamaha, they have really worked hard on getting that bike dialed in through the whoops. It's been a rough spot for him this season, which is unusual because he's usually exceptionally good at the whoops. They said they went in a different direction this week, and it's making all the difference. And he seems to be back on his normal pace through the whoops here tonight as he closes in on Villapoto, searching for a way around that number 2 Kawasaki rider just in front of him.
Wow, and look how each rider in the top 4, they are just so patiently following each other as this starts to tighten up. Will a rider choose a different line? Look how they have to, around that first turn is so hard and slippery.
The other thing that's happening right now too, Jeff, while these 3 pick their way through here and battle over 2nd and 3rd, they're giving Windham just in front of them an opportunity to pull away as Stewart moves in front of Villapoto.
Okay, starting to line up here. Can James Stewart work his way past the points leader? And remember, that's who Stewart needs to focus on, because, you know, Josh Grant is way out there in points.
Grant has a huge points lead over Stewart. It's about 18.